What the hell are you doing with my daughter? That was the first thing I heard when the man I worked for, Calvin Reed, walked into the kitchen fresh off his red-eye flight, still wearing a $1,000 suit and rage like cologne. I didn't even flinch. I just froze, hands still in the sink where his 5-year-old daughter Alana was giggling, sitting half naked among celery stalks and oatmeal. She had a rash, I said calmly. The sink's the right height. The herbs help. He didn't care. In 3 strides, he yanked her from the sink, slammed his shoulder into me, and sent me crashing into the counter. My elbow caught the cabinet, hard blood started to drip, but I didn't care about that. I cared about the way Alana clung to him, crying, confused. I stood and snapped. You pushed me. What is wrong with you? He held his daughter like a trophy. You're the maid, not her mother. That's when everything inside me cracked. Oh, really? I shot back. Then where were you when she had a fever? When she cried for hours? When she asked if her mom was ever coming back? His jaw tightened. He told me to get out. I didn't argue. I just looked down at Alana, now sobbing, into his chest and whispered, I'm sorry, baby. Grown-ups don't always do the right thing. She reached for me, tears spilling. No, you promised. I know, I said, biting back my own tears. But sometimes promises break. I walked out, bleeding, heart racing, past 2 housekeepers who never liked me. I heard one of them whisper, told you she'd overstep, and the other one laughed. That night the mansion was silent. No laughter, no clinking dishes, just echoes and a little girl crying herself to sleep. By the next morning, Calvin had hired a nanny. Polished, perfect, white. Alana didn't say a word to her, didn't eat, didn't smile. 3 more came and went. She ignored them all. She stayed locked in her room. Her laughter was gone. It was the butler, old Mr. Wallace, who finally said something. Sir, he told Calvin, in all my years, I've never seen a child attached to anyone like she did Maya. She didn't just bathe the girl or clean her room. She was there for every nightmare, every birthday card, every moment you missed. She didn't replace your wife, but she filled the silence. Calvin didn't answer. But later that night, he sat in his office and pulled up security footage. And there I was, singing lullabies, brushing Alana's curls, whispering, "You are loved," after every bedtime story. Then he found the photo, buried deep in an old file. His late wife Lila smiling in the garden, and beside her me, not a maid, a friend, from college. The next morning he knocked on my door. I shouldn't have yelled, he started. I wasn't angry at you. I was angry at myself, for missing everything that mattered. I didn't say anything, just stared. Alana won't eat. She won't sleep. She's waiting for you. And I saw the photo, you and Lila. I didn't know. We met in college, I said. She gave me this job when I had nothing. I promised her I'd take care of Alana. I want you to come back, he said. For her. And maybe for me too. I told him I would on one condition. I do things my way. He nodded. That morning when I walked back into the house, Alana sprinted down the stairs and threw herself into my arms like she'd been holding her breath all week. I missed you, she whispered. I missed you too, little bird. From the hallway, Calvin stood watching. He looked smaller somehow, quieter. Later, when he heard Alana call me Mama, he flinched. I told him I never taught her that. She started on her own. I corrected her, but she needed someone. I just want her to call me Dad again, he whispered. Then be there, I said. Try showing up. That's how she learns. And he did. Slowly. Awkwardly. Bubble wands in the backyard. Bedtime stories read too fast. Wrong songs sung off key. But it was working. Then came the whisper. She's acting like she owns the place, Linda the housekeeper sneered to another maid. She went from scrubbing toilets to running the house. I overheard it. I'd heard it before, and this time it hurt more than I wanted to admit. I pulled back, got quiet. Calvin noticed. When I told him, he didn't flinch. You belong here more than half the people on my payroll, but if anyone can't respect that, they won't work here. Linda and her whisper campaign were gone by the end of the week. Things got better. for a while. Then a letter arrived. No name, no threat, just a line. You may trust her, others do not. Check the past before you make it your future. And just like that, he started doubting me again. Hired a private investigator. Dug up an old accusation completely false from a family I'd worked for years ago. No charges, no proof, just gossip. But it was enough to make him pull back again. Then the Child Welfare Board showed up. An anonymous tip. I knew exactly who'd planted it, but what crushed me was realizing Calvin had opened the door for it. When I confronted him, he tried to explain. I was trying to protect her, he said. No, I said. You were trying to protect yourself. You trusted a stranger over the woman who's raised your child. And I walked out. Alana found me in the guest house that night, curled up with her old yellow blanket. Are you mad at Daddy? She whispered. No, baby, I said, holding her close. Just sad. That week the house fell apart again. Silent. Cold. Alana refused to come back to the main house. Then one night the butler brought Calvin a silver box. Lila had left it before she died. Inside a note. Don't forget who we were, or who we hope to be. And a flash drive. Dozens of videos. Lila and I laughing. Her holding baby Alana. Me always nearby. In one clip, Lila looked straight at the camera and said, If I'm not here, I hope Maya stays. She loves Alana like I do. The next day, Calvin came to me. No gifts, no grand gesture. Just the silver box. I should have stood by you, he said. I broke what we were building. But this was from her. She saw you long before I did. I didn't invite him in, but I didn't shut the door either. Weeks passed, then months. The court challenge from a fake relative got thrown out after Alana told the judge clear as day, That's not my family. Mama Maya is. And slowly Calvin changed. He stopped traveling so much, started asking, not ordering, cooking pancakes with too much flour, reading bedtime stories with too much heart. And Alana. One night as he turned to leave her room, she whispered, Dad. He froze. Yes, Bug. I like calling you that. That night, Calvin found me outside under the oak tree we'd planted together. Can I ask you something, he said. I nodded. Would you stay? I already have, I whispered. We kissed. Quiet. Sure. A year passed. Seasons shifted. The estate softened. And one spring morning after Alana won her school essay contest for a piece called Family Grows Here, Calvin framed it by the door. That's where it still hangs. Because real family isn't made in blood or in courtrooms. It's made in showing up, in choosing each other, again and again. Now you tell me, was I wrong to walk away the first time? Was he wrong to doubt? Have you ever been told you're just the help, when you were the heart? Let me know in the comments. I'll be reading everyone. And don't forget to subscribe if you believe family is something we build, not just inherit.